And Lauren, we've got a dense fog advisory in effect until 10 a.m. 4 counties north of Highway 60 for parts of Lebanon, Rolla, Salem, and up through Henry and Bates County as well, where we've got visibility less than 2 miles in those counties. We're at about 4-mile visibility in Springfield, less than 2 in Branson, and about 7 in West Plains. We've still got showers south of the interstate. We're still seeing some showers here in Springfield, so you want to grab your umbrella and your rain jacket as you're heading out the door. Temperatures right now 59 in Branson, 61 in West Plains, 58 in Harrison, Arkansas, and 55 up in Camdenton. Through the rest of the day, the showers will continue. We'll push out by lunchtime. That's when we'll get to see some sunshine. Temperatures will make their way into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Now, in our eastern counties, temperatures not going to make it out of the 60s today because we're going to keep the lingering showers throughout the afternoon. For north of the interstate, they'll get to see temperatures in the middle 70s where there's more sunshine. Then through the overnight, we'll have a cold front come through. Could bring another shower or two. By tomorrow morning, temperatures in the upper 40s and lower 50s. Lots of sunshine through the day tomorrow with temperatures in the 70s. We'll have an early chance at some showers on Saturday, more sunshine on Sunday, and an unsettled pattern at the beginning of next week.
All right, Beth, thanks for that update. Making news now. Millions of Americans will not receive full promise Social Security benefits when they retire. The combined trust funds for the government's 2 largest entitlement programs will be gone by the year 2035. There will be not enough money to pay everyone the full benefits, and if Congress doesn't make a change in the next 15 years, it would be just enough to pay about 75% of benefits. Social Security benefits are funded by Social Security taxes paid for by people still working. Dr. David Mitchell, a professor of economics at MSU, says that system only works when there are more people paying taxes than receiving benefits.
The issue is that as time goes by, the percentage of the population that's collecting benefits is growing faster than the percentage of the population that's actually paying in taxes. And so you'll get to the point where the amount of taxes that are received isn't going to be enough to pay for the amount of benefits that have been promised.
And we have a link on our website where you can check the status of your Social Security benefits.
Moving to some medical coverage now, the measles disease has made a return in this country. The U.S. has its highest number of cases since 2000. The CDC reports more than 680 people throughout 22 states, including Missouri, have reported measles. Most cases are in communities with low rates of vaccination, and this is also fueled, though, by an anti-vaccine message resurgence. Measles is extremely contagious and usually leaves a rash of red spots, and if left untreated, can lead to pneumonia or even brain infection. Stephanie Wool with the Greene County Health Department says the return of the disease and the number of unvaccinated people in the country has gotten the government's attention.
So it is concerning. The CDC actually spoke to Congress in February of this year about the increase of measles, and we're seeing them primarily in our unvaccinated communities.
Now, if you're unsure about vaccinating, you can contact the Health Department for more information.
In your education coverage, when it comes to students riding the bus to school or heading home, the top priority is always safety.
It is, but all too often, bus drivers are dealing with people who pass school buses illegally. Hannah Zettel explains how schools down in Arkansas are raising awareness about this issue.
Lauren and Joe, that's right. Bus drivers in Arkansas are now recording the number of times cars pass them, ignoring the attached stop signs and flashing lights designed to protect students' lives. The Department of Education is now trying to put a stop to the issue through a yearly survey. Bus drivers will record the number of instances their bus is illegally passed in a day's shift. Over 200 Arkansas schools participated in the survey last year, with a total of 857 reports of illegal passes in just one school day. Drivers that pass a school bus risk tickets and fines up to $2,500, or even worse, the possibility of hitting a student. Pulaski County School District Operations Specialist Charles Anderson believes the threat of harm to children should serve as a wake-up call.
It could be your niece, could be your nephew, could be one of your relatives or your own child that's getting off of a bus that potentially could be hit.
The survey was conducted this past Wednesday, and the Department of Education should have an updated number of illegal passes published in about 2 weeks.
All right, Hannah Zettel reporting this morning. Some more local news now. Efforts to help kids and families get out of poverty is something you may have heard about before in Springfield. Now you'll see it for yourself in a PBS documentary featuring Springfield. The series is Our Kids. It'll start airing next week on PBS, and a preview of the installment featuring this town was shown at the Fairbanks last night. It shows the efforts of many organizations and people in Springfield, one of which is Kevin Huffman, principal at Robertson Elementary, who says he wants to show people what's going on to fight poverty here.
I think they're just going to see that Robertson's got a heart for kids and a heart for families, and we're just trying to make a difference in our part of the world.
The episode featuring Springfield will air at 8 o'clock on PBS. That'll be Monday, May 6th.
A groundbreaking ceremony will be held this morning at 11 in Bolivar as Liberty Utilities gets set to undergo construction on a new Bolivar service center. The current service center in Bolivar houses operation employees, fleet vehicles, and line equipment. That was built in the early 1960s and is no longer suitable for the company. The new location on Broadway provides a central location, more space for storage, and room for expansion. Crossland Construction Company is preparing to begin that work with hopes of it opening later this year.
Tonight at the Willard Fire District headquarters from 6 to 8, the city will present the 2019 update of the Willard Comprehensive Plan for public input. Citizens can voice goals and strategies that will help guide decisions in the city over the next 20 years. If you can't make it, you can access a draft version of the plan through the Southwest Missouri Council of Governments websites.
If you need to top off the tank this morning on your way to work, you can do so at Come and Go and support local schools. Come and Go's annual 24-hour Gallons for Growth fundraiser to benefit the Foundation for Springfield Public Schools begins today and goes until midnight. Come and Go will donate 3 cents for every gallon sold, plus $5 for every new rewards member. The funds raised will benefit the 2019-2020 Back to School Grant Program, which will be accepting applications from teachers beginning in May this year.
Jordan Valley Community Health Center is holding a hiring event today, as the Missouri Job Center will be there to help interview for both clinical and non-clinical spots. They're also offering full and part-time employment. That's from 4 to 7 tonight, so dress appropriately and bring your resume. And
you can't forget about Rockin' Ribs happening this weekend. If you need some good barbecue, who doesn't? You can head out on to the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds beginning today for Rockin' Ribs Fest. The event benefits 7 different local charities. 80 teams from all over will compete in a Kansas City Barbecue Society sanctioned event. It's the real deal. You can enjoy samples of chicken, pork, beef, starting at 1, Joe, yesterday. Worth it, right?
Worth it.
Yes.
JB Spice.
Yes. That event will also feature plenty to do for the kids and live music that runs through Saturday.
I'm looking forward to that for sure. I'll be out there. Now here's a look at what's coming up on CBS this morning.
Hello to you. I'm Gail King. Coming right up, Dr. Phil, as in Dr. Phil McGraw. He's coming to Studio 57. There's only one Dr. Phil. He's got a new podcast. He's focusing on a mother-daughter murder case, and he's got a hit TV show, too. That's coming up on CBS this morning.
All right, and of course we have some trends happening right now. This is new as of a few hours ago, earlier this morning. Former Vice President Joe Biden has officially announced that he will be running for president.
Yeah, that was after a lot of speculation that he would make that announcement,
right.
And he's been leading the polls in that speculation before he had even announced. So the polls this morning are showing that now that he is officially in the running, he is at the top there.
20 Democratic candidates they're running. He's 76 years old. This is his 3rd run for the White House. This is not counting when he was with Barack Obama. So this is him trying this on his own. We also have another thing everyone's talking about. The NFL draft is tonight.
Yeah.
Everyone loves football season.
Very exciting.
All the time, even when it's not football season.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The Kansas City Chiefs, not active tonight. Remember, earlier they traded for Frank Clark, a defensive end, so they gave up a draft pick. The Chiefs will have 3 draft picks tomorrow and 4 draft picks on Saturday. So there you go. We'll be checking that out and just watching that a little bit.
A lot of energy from that team from the last season.
Certainly,
so
yeah.
A bunch of eyes will be on those picks, I'm sure.
That'll be a big one.
Okay.
All right.
Beth, we said we were going to give you the honors.
We got
Best
a
part about filling in on
popcorn winner who is
Thursdays.
going to the movies right now after signing up online, the new way to do it.
I like that. It is Patrick Rawlings.
Very nice.
And he says he enjoys the accurate weather reports on Daybreak.
Hey, look at that.
Boom.
So not only do you win the tickets, Beth is now, you know, your favorite viewer right there.
And he watches Daybreak and Ozarks Live with his wife.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
Thank you for watching and congrats. Before we head on out, though, how about one last check of the weather?
That accurate weather report.
Yeah, there it is.
Of course. We still got showers lingering in our eastern counties. We'll have temperatures make their way into the 70s today with more sunshine by this afternoon and into tomorrow with an unsettled pattern next week.
Okay, you can see some of those raindrops on our tower cam right there. And to our box office winner, stay tuned because Ozarks Fox AM is live at Legends of Golf.